Welcome back, Bandits. It's Saturday. We're feeling great. We're going to be drafting a dash hound. We're going to be going over the basics of best ball strategy and how to optimize your lineups, how to win your draft rooms. Before that, we got our intro video. It's Saturday. We're feeling good. Let's go. Oh. Welcome back. Welcome back. So I hopped into a draft. I'm picking in the number 7 spot, which is pretty likely what I've been picking pretty much all season. I know yesterday I was able to get a Jamar Chase team, which is amazing, but I'm going to be going over the basics of best ball and strategy and the best strategy to advance to the playoffs. And then, what are some good strategies to also win when you're in the playoffs and advancing to week 16, week 17, and beyond. So I'm going to start off with Jonathan Taylor. I think he is a great option. So we started with Jonathan Taylor. Can't really go wrong with JT. We're going to go, once again, going over the best ball strategy of what's going to get you to the playoffs, what's going to be the optimal build. I did like going with a running back there, although I really like CeeDee Lamb and Amon-Ra St. Brown. I do feel like going running back is the best approach this year thus far. There's a lot of good wide receivers that you can get later on. If Rashee Rice falls to us in the 3rd round, we're definitely going to grab Rashee Rice. If not, we'll get a 3rd running back and then just tack on a lot of wide receivers after that point. There are some good quarterbacks that you can stack late. I really like quarterbacks that are either A, mobile, or B, have pass catchers that you can stack later on as well to get some backdoor stacks. So with getting JT, I am able to get Daniel Jones later on, which is a late quarterback that just run the ball. So I like that approach. But let's see what falls to us. I'm happy with any of Amari and Hampton, Kenneth Walker, Derrick Henry, and Chase Brown. You want to look at bye weeks. That is important. You don't want to stack too many players in the same position with the same bye week. And then also you want to look at the playoff schedules. So something that's big is looking at who these teams are playing in the playoffs. For instance, the Colts are playing the Titans, Bengals, and Browns. That's a great matchup for Jonathan Taylor. The Browns might not be the best matchup, but that's in week 17. So if you're getting to week 17, you're definitely happy with that. So Derrick Henry is available. He has an ADP of 17. I'm picking at 18. I am going to go Derrick Henry. Chase Brown does correlate with Jonathan Taylor, but I do like Derrick Henry a little bit better. So I'm going to go Derrick Henry there. That's solidifying me 2 great running backs right now. They do have the same bye week, but it is something that I'm willing to sacrifice just early on, going with 2 players that have the same bye week and then not getting any more running backs that have the same bye week. So I would probably be going either Travis Etienne or Rashee Rice if Rashee Rice falls. And then another running back that I really like would be Javonte Williams. He has a bye week of 14. So once again, getting players later on with a late bye week is good and is bad. The good thing about it is you're getting a lot of points early, and those running backs that you're getting that are handcuffs do have the possibility of hitting your lineup later on in the year, which is great. The bad part about it is if you're looking to come from behind in your pod, then you're pretty much looking at a dead end because those players that are your important players aren't a bye week late. But at that point, if you're trying to chase the first place or second place, then you're behind the 8 ball already. So we definitely want to try to be in advance and be ahead of the curve. So we're up in 5 picks. Rashee Rice is still there. Breece Hall is still there, but we can't get him. He has a bye week of 13. Travis Etienne is still there. Chris Olave, which I like, is still there. So let's see who falls to us. Etienne just goes. So I like the New Orleans Saints schedule, and I like their team this year. They're playing the Bucks, the Cards, and the Falcons. So all games that are going to be at home or in domes. So that is that's always something that you want to target. And they're actually playing away each of those games. But so Rashee Rice does fall to us. So I'm picking up that Rashee Rice value. So he has an ADP of 27. We get him at pick 31. I'm willing to take the risk there because this contest is going to finish and fill pretty quickly. I want to say that the contest right now is about 70% filled, 63% filled. So it's going to be filled within the next month. I don't know how much more Rashee Rice is going to fall. He might fall to the fourth round, but I could still get players in that fourth round that I like instead of having Rashee Rice in the fourth and getting, another player in the third. So we are going to be targeting a wide receiver, Ladd McConkey, Luther Burden, or Cam Scatterbo for a running back. I also like Mike Evans. Mike Evans, they do play the Chiefs on week 16, so I like correlating that matchup. So I might go Mike Evans if Mike Evans is available, and if Cam Scatterbo isn't. If Cam Scatterbo is available, I'll go with Cam Scatterbo first, because then you have 3 running backs that are going to be hitting your lineup on a weekly basis, ideally. And if not, definitely 2 out of the 3 will be hitting your lineup. But it's Saturday. Life is great. I'm going to throw on some tunes. I like this Knight Rider Miami Vice soundtrack. It's not the soundtrack to it, but it's sounds like it. So we're on the clock. We're going to go Cam Scatterbo. We might tack on 2 more running backs or 1 more running back. If DeAndre Swift falls to us, we are getting DeAndre Swift. If not, we're going to go with Rome or Christian Watson. I do like Rome Odunze. I feel like he is going to be the top target for touchdowns in the end zone, and Colston Loveland. Luther Burden's explosive, but I don't know how many touchdowns he's going to be getting. So let's see. Let's see who falls to us. But I like this build. We're not going to get another running back with week 13, as I mentioned. We'll get 1 more with a different bye week. Rashee Rice, if he doesn't get suspended and if he's not hurt, that's a smash at the middle of the 3rd round. I could have gotten Chase Brown for correlation and for that different bye week, but I feel like Derrick Henry, we saw what he did last year in week 17. He exploded for, I think it was 30-something points, which is what you want in the playoffs from your top pick. I haven't been getting a lot of Derrick Henry, so I don't mind getting him there. And then still be able to get Rashee Rice on the comeback and Cam Scatterbo. So Colston Loveland is still there. He's fallen quite a bit. His ADP is 46. I'm 1 pick away, and I picked 55. So he does go. I'm gonna go Devontae Adams. Could stack his quarterback late. So once again, you just want to open yourself up to as many outs as possible. So we go Devontae Adams there. that is going to allow us to hopefully stack him with Matthew Stafford later. I'm going to queue up Brian Thomas Jr. I'm going to queue up Alec Pierce. I like DK Metcalf. So DK Metcalf is playing Ravens, which I love, Panthers, which I love, and Titans. All teams that he should definitely have a great game against. So we're picking 66 and then 79. So Metcalf has an ADP value of 76. Courtland Sutton's another one. Tucker Kraft and Jaden Reed. All players I like there. Okay, so going back to the strategy for best ball. To advance, you typically want to get 3 quarterbacks. It's the most optimal way to get more points. It's more likely that, okay, so we get another ADP value fall here. I am going to go Jordan Tyson. There's been a lot of rave about him during the OTAs. He had an ADP value of 62. We got him at 66, so not a huge fall. But I mentioned earlier, I do like the New Orleans Saints, and we can stack him up with Tyler Shuck. Correlation is important, but getting value on different kind of, I would say, different types of player combinations is even more important. So I went Jordan Tyson there because I do feel like we can stack him up with Tyler Shuck later. I would want to get either Jaden Reed or Courtland Sutton. And then we'll start worrying about our stacks, these picks going forward. So Courtland Sutton is, I think, still the #1 wide receiver for the Denver Broncos. You want to get wide receivers that score touchdowns. You want to get running backs that catch passes and score touchdowns. To me, the more athletic the player is, the bigger the player is, the bigger target he is, the more likely he's going to score a touchdown. Derrick Henry scores touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor scores touchdowns. Cam Scatterboo scores touchdowns, catches passes. Rashee Rice is a PPR monster and can score touchdowns. Devontae Adams, I mean, Hall of Famer. Jordan Tyson, big body, is going to be scoring touchdowns. We haven't gone quarterback yet, and that is by design. There were some good values that I would have gotten. I would have gotten Jaden Daniels, which I like. But we have a couple players that we're eyeing here that if they can fall to us, it'd be amazing. Makai Lemon, Jalen Hurts. I'll take either one of those two. We're one pick away. Okay, so Jalen Hurts does fall to us. That's a huge ADP slide. I am going to go Jalen Hurts. That's a 10-pick ADP. His value is way too big to pass up on. The players behind me don't have quarterbacks. We're getting Jalen Hurts. We're ringing the siren. We're stealing some value here. Jalen Hurts, welcome to the team. 10-pick ADP fall. I love that. Love that value there. We're picking up value, and we're getting different player combinations. We could stack them with Dallas Goedert later. We sacrificed DK Metcalf and Courtland Sutton there, but I mean, I just felt like the value was too good to pass up on. We could try to get Chris Godwin, which the Buccaneers is another team that I like their schedule. They're going to be playing some good weather games as well. So Tampa Bay is playing versus Saints at home, at Atlanta in the Dome, and at the Rams. So if Chris Godwin's there, we're going to stack him up with Davante Adams or correlate him with Davante Adams. And if Courtland Sutton's there, we'll get Courtland Sutton. And Sutton just goes and if not, we'll get Patrick Mahomes as our quarterback. Okay, so I am on the clock. Thinking about this a little bit more, I'm actually going to go Mahomes. I feel like going Mahomes is a smarter move. We have two amazing quarterbacks. I'm stacking up Mahomes with Rashee Rice. I have Jalen Hurts that I could stack later on with Dallas Goedert. I think what Patrick Mahomes brings to the table is a greater value than what Chris Godwin would bring to my team. There's a lot of wide receivers that I can get later on that can produce similarly to Chris Godwin. I am going to go Michael Pittman or Xavier Worthy. I like Michael Pittman a lot. I like Matthew Golden a lot. So that was my rationale behind it. Instead of going wide receiver there, I am able to get a comparable wide receiver. Godwin is projected for 139 points. Michael Pittman's projected for 133. Xavier Worthy for 136. So you got to see the board. Also, when you're drafting in these rooms, you want to see what players behind you, if they have quarterbacks. So Jackson Dart and Jared Goff both go after I picked. Chris Godwin and Xavier Worthy also both go. But once again, that's something that I was willing to do. It's you know, part of the strategy, part of the risk that I'm taking. But let's see what falls. So Laporta's there. So I really like Laporta. The Lions are playing the Giants. Laporta just goes, okay, so we're going to go Michael Pittman. Makes my decision a lot easier. Love Michael Pittman. Aaron Rodgers is a check down master as far as like his average drop pass, I think was 6 yards or 7 yards last year. His average depth of target. Michael Pittman is an underneath target hog. So we got 4 wide receivers with different bye weeks. Rashee Rice, Davante Adams, Jordan Tyson, Michael Pittman. We are going to target Travis Kelce now. I do like Aaron Jones as well as our 4th running back, and we could stop at 4. Let's look at the board, as I mentioned, and see the teams behind me if they have tight ends. So Laporta was taken, Tyler Warner was taken, Harold Fanning was taken, Tucker Kraft was taken, and Trey McBride. So what would I be sacrificing? Do they have a lot of running backs? Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I can go J.K. Dobbins. I think I'm going to go J.K. Dobbins if he's there. And J.K. Dobbins just goes. Okay, I'm going to go Travis Kelce. I don't want to sacrifice my Travis Kelce stack. Sometimes it's okay to pull up players. In this particular case, I was I was fine with pulling up Travis Kelce and giving up another running back there. I do stack Travis Kelce with Patrick Mahomes. I could have gone Tyler Shuck there, but I feel like I don't need a third quarterback. If I get a third quarterback, it might be Aaron Rodgers later on to stack with Michael Pittman. I do feel like the 2 quarterbacks I have are enough to advance. They're 2 great quarterbacks that are going to be producing a lot of points. If I were to have, let's say, Jared Goff and Tyler Shuck, I might add on a third quarterback there. But having draft capital in the 7th and 8th round with quarterbacks pretty much says that I'm confident that these 2 quarterbacks are going to take me to the promised land. I really like both of their schedule for the playoffs. So Patrick Mahomes, I think has one of the best schedules other than the Patriots that he plays, but playing the Niners and Chargers, I mean, that's amazing. And then going with Jalen Hurts, he plays the 49ers also. Week 17, so both good options there. So if George Kittle, Jordan Mason, or I might get Stephon Diggs. Let's see which of these players follow us, and we'll pick accordingly. Aaron Jones did went. Jordan Mason just goes. We are able to get, wow, I can't believe we're able to get George Kittle. George Kittle, welcome to the Best Ball Bandit squad. That is incredible. 10 picks past ADP. Let's go. It's Saturday morning. We're drafting. We're feeling good. 2 tight ends that could hit our lineup every single week. 2 quarterbacks that could hit the lineup. We got 4 wide receivers. We only need 3 of them to start. We got 3 running backs. We only need 2 of them to start. Wow. I'm loving this team. I am loving this team. This is how you draft. And this is exactly how you draft, people. This is the draft strategy for beginners. This is a draft strategy for professionals. We're stealing value. We're stealing draft capital. We're going for the gold. We're going for the number 1 spot. I might do 3 tight ends back to back and go with Dallas Goedert if he is there. Stephon Diggs goes right after. And if not, I actually might go Daniel Jones. I know I talked about not needing a third quarterback. I would stop at 2 tight ends at that point if Goddard isn't there. I could tack on some late tight ends though also. I don't need Daniel Jones. I'm going to unclick him. This team needs wide receivers. So we'll go Rashid Shaheed if not. We'll play smart. Sometimes I get excited. Okay, so Rashid Shaheed is available. Once again, the Seattle Seahawks are playing the Eagles week 15. They're playing the Rams week 16. So that's an easy selection for me. I need wide receivers. It correlates perfect. Welcome to the team. Now, if Daniel Jones is there on the wraparound, I am going to go Daniel Jones. I know I said I don't need him, but he would be past ADP. He'd be a great value there. And if not, we're going Trey Tucker. Trey Tucker, another great wide receiver. The Las Vegas Raiders play indoors. They're also playing the Broncos week 15, which is not a good matchup. But week 16 and 17, the Titans and Cardinals, those are good matchups. So let's see. Let's see what falls to me. Let's see what we're able to land. But this is how you draft best ball fantasy football. This is exactly what you want to do. You want to capitalize on value. We did that with Rashee Rice. Taking some risk on as well, which you need to win the big tournaments. We got George Kittle, which is currently hurt, but I think he's going to be ready for the start of the season. Got him at a 10-pick past ADP. Haven't seen him fall that far. We picked Travis Kelce, where we could have gone George Kittle, but we're stacked him with Patrick Mahomes. Have Jalen Hurts, which I could stack him with Dontavian Wicks late, which is exactly what I'm going to do. We got the process going. We have the process in place to take down the grand prize. So Daniel Jones did go shortly after our Rashid Shaheed pick. I am on the clock. Talked about Trey Tucker, how he correlates with, how I like his schedule. So we're gonna go Trey Tucker. And then I'm gonna stop at 4 running backs potentially with Brian Robinson or Tyjae Spears, or even Dylan Sampson, one of those. Let's see. I also like TJ Hawkinson a lot. I feel like that's another player that has been forgotten about. He was amazing with the Lions before. He is playing the Lions also week 15, Commanders week 16, Jets week 17. And as I mentioned that, he just goes a lot of tight ends there. You see Brenton Strange, Chigga Conquo, TJ Hawkinson. I feel like we are going to be able to get one of the running backs that we like. We might double tap running back. We'll go Tyjae Spears first. They're playing the Raiders and the Steelers, so we have some correlation there. I like Algier. I just don't know how they're going to be utilizing him. And he also, I mean, should I go Algier? I'm going to go Tyjae Spears. Algier had an ADP of 158. We were picking at 162. Not a huge value, not a huge drop. I could potentially get Tank Bigsby. I like Brandon Ayuk. All right, so I'm liking this team. I'm really liking this team. We got a lot of great ADP value, which doesn't mean you're going to succeed, but it does mean that you have different combinations. I feel like our wide receiver room was the only thing that was going to worry me, and it's coming along nice. We got Rashee Rice in the 3rd round, Devontae Adams, Jordan Tyson, Michael Pittman, Rashid Shaheed, and Trey Tucker. So Trey Tucker, Rashid Shaheed should hopefully hit the lineup as our 4th flex player, in addition to Rashee Rice, Devontae Adams, and Michael Pittman until Jordan Tyson comes along. We're going to keep getting wide receivers, though, that are going to be able to hit that lineup. Ayuk and Deebo Samuel both go that I really liked. And then Brian Robinson, which I really liked as well. We might go Jerry Jeudy and stack him late with Deshaun Watson. I know Deshaun Watson's not a fan favorite and not somebody I like to get. I also like Tank Dell. Eli Stowers is also an option there. I am on the clock. I'm going to go Tank Bigsby. If anything does happen to Saquon Barkley, we have his backup with Tank Bigsby, and we got him stacked with Jalen Hurts. So I like that play. We're stopping at 2 quarterbacks, as I mentioned. I know I just mentioned Deshaun Watson, but I think we're stopping at 2 quarterbacks. Then we're going to add on Jerry Jeudy or Tank Dell with our next pick. Then try to go Eli Stowers, or we are going to get Dontayvion Wicks later too. All right, so I'm liking how this team came along. So we have 3 picks left. We started off with Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, Rashee Rice, Cam Skattebo, Davante Adams, Jordan Tyson, Jalen Hurts, and Patrick Mahomes went back-to-back quarterbacks. Michael Pittman, Kelsey, and Kittle back-to-back tight ends. I like going back-to-back and then just stopping. Rashid Shaheed, Trey Tucker, Tajay Spears, Tank Bigsby. I think we're going to end with 3 wide receivers. I do like Sean Tucker as well as an added running back there. That is going to be tempting. Since I am stacking Hurts with Dontayvion Wicks, I don't feel like I need to stack him with Eli Stowers. I feel like I'm good at tight end. If anything, I need help in wide receiver. Jerry Jeudy's a journeyman, a professional. He can hit my lineup. I am not a fan of the Browns. I'm not a fan of Jerry Jeudy. But when I need wide receivers and he's there and is I pick 186, I'm going to go with Jerry Jeudy. The next pick, I will go Sean Tucker, Tank Dell, or Dontayvion Wicks. And we'll see what we end with. Sean Tucker just goes, like that pick. They're sharing they're going to use both running backs there. I feel like I need more wide receivers and running backs, but that was a very tempting pick. Also with Jerry Jeudy, the Browns, although I don't like the Browns as I mentioned already, they are playing the Giants week 15, which I have some correlation with Cam Skattebo. The Ravens week 16, I have correlation with Derrick Henry, and the Colts week 17 that I have correlation with Jonathan Taylor. I love Pat Freiermuth. Eli Stowers is there still also. So Tank Dell just goes. So I'm debating going Eli Stowers. Going Eli Stowers for late season upside. We need him in the playoffs. I think that's where he's going to produce. Late in the season, they're going to give the rookie some opportunities. Dallas Goedert is, of course, a veteran, older. You're going to see what they have in Eli Stowers. They picked him high in the draft. So instead of going with Pat Freiermuth that I drafted a lot of, and I had, of course, Michael Pittman Jr., I went with the stack. So we stacked Patrick Mahomes with Rashee Rice, and we stacked him with Travis Kelce. We stacked Jalen Hurts with Tank Bigsby, and currently right now with Eli Stowers. We're going to try to stack him with Dontayvion Wicks as well. So strategy for best ball, for beginners, stack your quarterback with their pass catchers. I also like to stack them with their running back. Correlate the playoffs. Look at the schedules. See who's playing indoors. Doesn't always mean that it is going to be the right pick. There's definitely been high-scoring games outside in the cold and in the snow, going back to the Browns and Jets game, going back to a lot of games. But you want to give yourself the best probability, and I think this is the way to do it. So I'm one pick away. And we were able to get Dontayvion Wicks. So Dontayvion Wicks, welcome to the team. I'm going to recap the team. We did a 2-5-8-3 build. We got Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, Cam Scatterbo, Tajay Spears, Tank Bigsby. So we have 3 running backs that we love there. Wide receiver room, Rashee Rice at an ADP fall, Devontae Adams, Jordan Tyson at a slight ADP value, Michael Pittman Jr., Rashid Shaheed, Trey Tucker, Jerry Jeudy, Dontayvion Wicks, and then we got Travis Kelce and George Kittle at a nice ADP value. And to end it all, Eli Stowers to stack with Jalen Hurts. So please like, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. My name is Eddie. I am the Best Ball Bandit. I've been doing best ball for over 3 years. I won first place in the pointer last year. I got 10th place in the Chow Chow, made the finals in 2 puppy, and been doing fantasy football for over 23 years. That video with the dog is my dog. His name is Bandit. So thank you all for tuning in. Hope you have a great Saturday. See you all tomorrow. And as I mentioned, drafting every day in the month of May. Bandits are here. We're stealing value. Have a great day.